Okay, hello. We are going to do our UV mapping. First thing that I want to do is change my workspace here from Maya Classic to UV editing. It should look like this, where I have the UV toolkit here open. I have the UV editor. For some reason, if it doesn't look like that, you can click here where it says panel layout. Excuse me. Actually, it should look like this. If it doesn't, tell me there's another way to do it if I'm in Maya Classic. I can click here with the dual layout right here. This will make it two panels. This one will put on panels perspective, persp. This one will go to panels, panel, UV editor. Let's see if I want UV, there's UV editor. There's a UV toolkit. Anyway, I prefer to put it here on UV editing for the workspace. This gives me the UV toolkit. I like that. Okay, I'm going to select this seat cushion, and you see that it starts off with the same UVs that it had from when it was a sphere. So I want to change them, and I want to change them to be in a way that looks more like this. Basically what we're doing is we're unwrapping this thing like an orange. We're peeling it like an orange and laying that peel flat. Okay, but we need it to be like areas like here to be this size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here in the UV toolkit. I'm going to select this mode here that says edge mode right here. Select all these edges. Let's see, make sure this is off. So I've selected all the edges, and I'm going to go to cut and sew, move and sew, and you see that everything just sews everything together, right? This is not that great. It might seem like it is. We want to make a seam, and we want to make it in a place that's a little unobvious. So if I click right here and I double click this edge here on this bottom corner, I double clicked it and it makes it an edge loop that it goes all the way across, all the way around. I can go here to cut and sew, cut. There we go. And now it's created, you can see here in the viewport, it's created this white line. That white line indicates that these are now two separate islands of UVs or shells. So I will go here on the right to UV shell mode. I will select both of these shells, and I will go to modify, unfold. Okay, so I've unfolded it, and here's one shell. This shell is on the bottom. It's its own section. Here's the one on top. I'm going to click R to scale this down a little bit so that it's the same size as this one. I'll click E to rotate this and get it. And we want to make sure these do not overlap each other. I'm going to select them both, click R, scale them down. I want to fit them into this 0 to 1 space. Here it is from 0 to 1 right over here. 1, right? 0 to 1, this space. Select this. I'll scale it up. I still want it to try to fill up as much of that space as possible. Okay, this is just about done. I mean, we can make this work. This is the top. It does for the most part work, but what if we're wanting it to, there's a little bit of distortion here because it's all one piece. So if I were to take, say, if I wanted to split this and say right here, let me put this on Q so I can just select right there. Make this go right up the edge and right here, here and here. I think that's good. Here, I'll zoom right in and go right there. Hold shift. There we go. And I'm going to go to cut and sew, cut. Okay, I'm going to right click and just make sure this is on UV shell again. Select UV shell. And again, I'll go to modify, unfold. And there we see it's split here at the seams. This lays it down a little bit more flat, not as rounded, so it tends to resemble more of that shape. There we go. That was no muss, no fuss. A lot easier than trying to put these in separate pieces and sew them together. I'll show this to you guys on Thursday as well as have it here. All right, so next thing I want to do, this is our UVs laid out. This is great. I am going to, let's see, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I go to Control S or Command S, save my scene with the UVs here set up. I can do this, so I've made this for the cushion. I can right click and go to object mode, and I can go ahead and select this other one on top and just delete that. And the same one, I can do a Control D, just like I did before, to duplicate it. Lift it up. Let's put this on channel box. And I'll go to Rotate Z, put that on 180. And Rotate X, we'll put that on 90. And here we go. Now we got a back of our chair. The UVs are made for that. Great, we can add a texture. All right. Again, Control S, turn this in the Maya file. Thank you.